Philadelphia. And I don't think there's that many people today in Philadelphia, because we felt like the New Jersey people weren't in existence because everybody was from
Right.
Philadelphia. Belinda's business name is Keep Looking Up with B. Wright-Jones. She is not only an author, but a blogger, an online life coach, inspirational speaker. She is dedicated to helping women get unstuck and sexy. Sexy is the acronym for self-confidence, excitement, extra, and yes, I can. This is also the title of her latest book, which was released in January of 2020. Okay, Belinda.
Yes, thank you so much. Hello, everyone. And we thank you for joining us on today. We did this on yesterday, and it was a great event. Today, we're bringing to you 10 other new people, and I'm just so happy to be involved in this wonderful event with Valerie. She brought this event to my attention. We did something like this last year. It was a live event. And she approached me and said, let's do a virtual event. And I'm so glad that she did. And that's how this event was birthed. But I am excited to be a part of it. Again, I am an author and online life coach, blogger, and inspirational speaker. And I am offering today a copy of my book, Get Unstuck and Sexy. Let's see if you can see it here. You may can't see it on the screen, I'm not sure, but it's Get Unstuck and Sexy. And the person's name that is drawn today will get a complimentary copy from me, signed copy. And also I wanted to mention that I do have a Leadership Academy that's starting in August, actually on August the 5th. It's a 9-week program. It's a cohort for women. If you have some struggles with self-defeating thoughts, if you are looking to get unhindered and you're ready to move forward in your greatness, then you should sign up for my 9-week Leadership Academy, and you can contact me on Facebook. But again, we are ready for the drawing. If focus will come on, let's see. We can get started. There we go.
Here we go. Here we go. I was putting Belinda's offer on Valerie's page. So you might be looking on many pages. All of our offers have shared the Facebook page, and we want to make sure you get connected to her. So here we go. We have Jamira Winchester. Jamira Winchester. Oh, you are the winner, and congratulations. We're going to get you connected to Belinda, and you can get that book. I bought too. That's how awesome it is.
Yes, she did.
A book for myself and a book for my library for my clients. So you're going to enjoy this book and be connected to her. Back to you, Valerie. Thanks, Belinda.
All right, thank you. Thanks, Valerie.
Yes, thank you, Belinda. It is my pleasure to introduce our motivational speaker. I heard him yesterday, and I am ready to jump into my bigness. Dr. Jim Smith is an international speaker who shows people and organizations how to jump into their bigness with no excuses. He is the author of 4 books. He was born and raised in Philadelphia and now resides in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. Dr. Jim has taken his message to over 25 countries, and we are proud to say that he is here sharing with us on today. So Dr. Jim, we welcome you.
Thank you, thank you. Extremely grateful and humbled to be here. Let me take you back a few months ago. It was March 19th. I woke up, I prayed, was thankful for waking up. Typically when someone asks me, how you doing? I always say, I woke up. It doesn't get any better than that. I woke up. I had a lot on my mind though, because the coronavirus was trending. People were beginning to talk about it, think about it. And I was going to an event, meeting in the city from 8:30 to 10. And that morning I decided that I was going to use my new handshake, which was the elbow rub. No more shaking hands. I was going to bump elbows. I got there around 8, walked in, did a few elbow pumps, got something to eat, and around 8:25, I took my seat. I checked my phone one more time because I was going to unplug for the next 90 minutes. 2 emails came in simultaneously, 2 different clients. And as I read each email, it was almost as if they sent the emails from the same computer. they both were informing me that the session that we would be doing the subsequent week was postponed. Thousands of dollars were postponed. Now, I stayed at the meeting for the next 90 minutes, but my body was there, my mind was not. My mind was on the postponements, considering what else was going to be postponed. And I believe that what you put out in the universe, oftentimes it comes to fruition. So I put out into the universe what else was going to be postponed. Well, needless to say, within a few days, my entire calendar for the year went dark. Everything was postponed. Everything was canceled. Now, I'm a small business owner. I have a team of people. Well, how was I going to pay those people? I had bills, I have debt, personal, professional. How was I going to pay all that stuff? I have two sons, Ian and Jordan, who are both on the autistic spectrum, and both who are nonverbal, and both who are on special diets, expensive diets. How was I going to pay that? And I'm someone who's extremely positive. I don't have a glass that half empty or half full. I have a bucket that's always full. But it wasn't full following those postponements. It was almost as if I was listening to Donnie McClurkin's song Stand, because every day I prayed and cried and prayed and cried. Victim, that was me. Bring your own blues. The reason being, my business up to that point, when I spoke, when I coached, when I trained, 99% of the time was in person. My business was not virus protected. So I was in trouble. So after several days of moaning and groaning, pity partying, praying and crying, I decided to read the books that I wrote. Pumped me up. I decided to call my mentors. Pumped me up. I decided to call my Titans, not my Titanics, because Titans lift you, Titanics sink you. After a few days, I was feeling good. Mojo was back. I was on fire. I put everything that I do, I did it virtually. Clients started to call. The email started to heat up. See, my situation didn't change, but I changed the way I thought about my situation. Because thoughts become things. What you focus on grows. Energy and action follows thought. And that's where I was. If I could sing like Beyonce, this boy is on fire. I was on fire. I was killing it. Feeling good, feeling good. But life has a way of humbling you. So as good as I was feeling, in 8 minutes and 46 seconds, George Floyd was murdered. I saw him, and then I saw me. Then I saw my sons. Then I saw my friends under that knee. I was messed up, almost paralyzed. The fingers stopped typing. The creativity left. All I thought about was what was happening to my people. And this time felt different because I was still. I wasn't traveling. I'm on the road 70% of the time, but I was still. So it felt different. Kept seeing that replay over and over again. And I wanted to do something, but I wasn't sure. I moved into my typical, the politicians need to do something. The elected officials need to do something. The sport athletes, the entertainers, they need to do something. But that finger wasn't pointed at me. It wasn't pointing at me. So I knew I had a weight problem, W-A-I-T. I had to stop waiting for others to do something and to do it myself. I called up another mentor and she said, Jim, remember your brand. Your brand is about accountability, responsibility, risk-taking. Do it now. Do it in the name of civil rights, not just education and personal power. Do it in the name of doing the right thing. And that's what I decided to do. I have a platform, and so do you. It's called the privilege of the platform. And I was going to use my privilege to espouse equality. Black lives really do matter. And in my next webcast the next day, my opening was something like this. I need to apologize to you before I even get started, because in the past I came on as an educator, as a speaker, as a writer, as an author, as a trainer. But today I'm coming on as all those things and as a Black man. I'm going to retire from thinking to talk. I'm going to talk to think. I'm going to retire from putting my thoughts and my emotions relative to a race on hold. I'm going to take it out the waiting room. 100%. I'm all in. All my research was on authenticity at work. I'm going to be authentic, all of me, every second, every day. On fire. And when I did that, it felt like I dropped a whole lot of weight. I went on a diet right in front of everybody. I felt so powerful. And that's where I am now. And that's where I want you to be. So as I finish my words, I want you to consider 3 things. Number 1, people oftentimes say you only live once. Wrong. You only die once. You live every day. You live every day. Number 2, when we're young, we look a lot like our parents. But when we get older, we look a lot like our choices. So what are you choosing? And number 3, you'll always get what you've always gotten. And 2, you become the person you've never been. So I encourage you to become that person right now. Don't put your foot in the water, your toe in the water. Jump in the water. Jump into your life. Jump into your books. Jump into your purposefulness. The time is now. It's now. So focus on that TAN, T-A-N. Take action now. You've just been gym-packed.
Just been gym-packed. Ooh, yeah, he dropped the mic. It was extraordinary. Thank you for taking us through that journey of what your experience is. Everyone has a story that they will never forget around COVID and the pandemic. And I really appreciate that. And listen, motivational speakers need motivational speakers. Life coach, you hear the clue? If you didn't hear that clue, he dropped the clue that he had his own circle he needed to reach out to. And that's power. If you're alone and you're isolated, you want to definitely get connected with Jim. You want to definitely ride his coattail. And today he's given a 30-minute consultation out. I dropped it already into the chat. And let's see who the winner is so you can get connected. Because a lot of times, it depends on how you shape your, it's going to be Jesus, right, Jim? Depend on how you shape your mindset. Were you isolated this last 10 weeks or were you in solitude where you could create? And he chose solitude where he created and then came out of the box with power. That was powerful. That was powerful. Here we go. Who won this time? Rose Howes. Rose Howes, you won 30 minutes with Jim. So connect that down in the chat. And thank you, Jim. That was an amazing share. Where else can people find you? What is your social media or your website? Because I would want more of Jim. Who wants more of Jim just to hear him? Tell us, how can we find you?
LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all Dr. Jim. You can reach me there. Website, drjim.com. drjim.com. Thank you.
Wow.
Focus. I'm focused for life. Focus.
You're so here. Well, thank you so much for sharing. Could you not wake up to his voice? I mean, I wake up to his voice as part of my wake up regimen to just listen to how the power of the human spirit and human soul is, and your purpose will continue to transform as life transforms, right, Jim? It's not like one and done, right?
It's never over.
It's never over. Awesome. Well, let's pop Valerie back in, and she's going to share with our next speaker. Thank you so much. That was very moving.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Good luck to you, Rosa. I'm sure you're going to have a beautiful transformation in that 30 minutes. Back to you, Valerie.
Thank you, Dr. Jim. Thank you, Focus. I know everyone is ready to jump into their bigness. No excuses. You know, that was so impactful. I told you when I heard him yesterday, I knew it was going to be awesome. So with that being said, I want to bring on my next speaker. My next speaker, next author is Kelly Redmond.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Kelly Redmond. First, I'd like to thank you again, Valerie. It's very humbling, and I appreciate the you including me with this. I am a new author. My book is entitled Making Good Sense, Going from Penniless to Prosperous. And what this book is about, growing up, I grew up in a single parent home. It was me and my father. My mom died when I was 8 going on 9. And he wasn't really properly educated on finances, so he couldn't really properly educate me. And so we always not so much struggled, but we, I believe my dad, he tried his best. I was able to do Disney trips and certain things, but we never really had that extra income, that extra emergency fund, that savings that we needed. So growing up, and I didn't learn it in high school. And I've always seen people always struggling and living paycheck to paycheck, including myself. And it was just a burden for me to help people get out of debt, or to help them with their finances. In the church that I go to, I facilitate a class called Financial Peace University. And I've been doing that for years. And again, that just propelled me into writing this book, into just really helping people take control of their finances. So this book deals about your mindset about money. It's really a self-inspection kind of book of where you are, how you think about money. Do you have goals? How are you working on those goals? Do you have an emergency fund? Do you have a will? So many different things. This book it's only 66 pages. It's not really a long read, but there's really, really a lot of good information that'll help you. If you have a budget, if you don't have a budget, it helps you with that. And what I do is, if you have a budget or don't, if you need accountability with keeping up with your budget, with your financial goals, with getting out of debt, I help you do that as well. So that is it in a nutshell. It's a humbling experience. This is, like I said, I'm a first-time author, but it's just I just love helping people with their finances. It's just what I do. So my offer today is whoever wins gets a free book and a free 30-minute consultation with me, just so I can see where you are, encourage you, and help the best way that I can. So Valerie, again, I just thank you again for this opportunity. I truly appreciate it.
We gotta get our money right? We gotta get our money right. Because listen, even if we just self-sustain and take care of ourselves, right, Kelly, it's nothing like them being able to part in other people, to be able to give to your favorite charity, to be able to give to a situation that may happen in your community. That would be powerful. So it's not even just about us. A lot of people, specifically Christians, we got some stinking thinking when it comes to money, right? So then being able to shift your mind and powerfully not only take care of yourself and give would be really, really juicy. So who's gonna win Kelly's 30 minutes? Let's see who's gonna win. We have Tiffany Jenkins. Tiffany, we will get you connected with Kelly so you can set your 30 minutes up. Girlfriend, bring the whole budget. Don't even act shy. Just bring it all in so you can get connected with Kelly, get yourself set up. We're halfway through the year and you can have an explosive wealth opportunity by sitting with her and getting educated. Am I right about it, Kelly?
Amen. Yes, you are.
Absolutely. And you can definitely hire her as a consultant after the word. So I suggest you just bring your credit card because she is awesome. And you're going to want to do business with her ongoing to keep your money. You got to spend money to make money. You got to spend money to make money. And if you're not educated, or if you're educated to a certain level, you want to go to the next level, you have to enhance your mindset. Yes, you do. Well, thank you, Kelly. We appreciate your time. You connected to Tiffany Jenkins. You won. Back to you, Valerie.
Your mic.
Oh, you muted. Valerie, you're muted. That's okay, almost there.
Okay, I'll start again. How about that? I was saying thank you so much, Kelly. And Kelly is very, very good with finances. I did take that class. I need to take it again. Okay, but with that being said, I want to bring on my next person. She is my sister friend. She's my sister queen, and it is Minister Amber Jackson.
You're muted.
Of course I was. Okay, let's start again. Hello, everybody. First, I have to give honor to God for the opportunity and to Valerie for her invitation for me to participate. I'm Amber Chanel Jackson by way of New Jersey, soon to be the Mrs. Bonet because I just got engaged on June 11th, so celebrate with me. I am the owner and the managing member of Amber Chanel Worldwide Ministries, LLC. I am a licensed minister, and for the lack of better words, I am called to serve people. I just love people. I really do. I wear many hats, but God does allow me to succeed at them all. I'm a certified instructor for a school of women in ministry. I am an identity coach, and I coach and encourage women to really be exactly who they've been called to be without apology or explanation. I'm a mentor as well for the millennial generation. And I am a coach, especially for the full figured women. Like, we go through things that other people may not go through in order for us to stay healthy and fit. And last but certainly not least, I'm in corporate America holding a full-time position as an assistant manager for TD Bank over 13 years. And I am a McDonald's employee, which I'm proud of, for over 25 years. I have two network marketing businesses. I am a Mary Kay independent beauty consultant, and I also offer nutritional products that support the ketogenic diet. I told you I love to help people be the best that they can be. With all that being said, I am a published author, and I'm not sure if you can definitely see the book or not, but we'll do the best that we can. And the book is called Overdue. It is a compilation book inspired by Pastor Monica Haskell, and they're inspirational stories that will push you to birth your dreams now. And that's what I did in this book no more than 6 months ago. I have my story in here to push my dreams. I had all of these things lined up of what I wanted to do. And in this book is my story. And today I am offering a free month to my private coaching group for full figured women. So I hope that you win, and I know that I can help you to be the best you that you can possibly be. So thank you so much for tuning in and participating.
You're muted.
When do you sleep? Is anybody else thinking about that? Anybody else thinking, when does she sleep? How's she getting married? And when you planning the wedding? Is anybody thinking about that? Unmute yourself, Amber. Oh my goodness. Now listen, y'all not gonna get offended because y'all know I play. Now, did anybody else think about that joke about the Jamaicans having many jobs? Did anybody else think about that? Y'all know y'all did. Y'all know it came to your mind. Amber, you do love helping people, body, soul, spirit. McDonald's, here's fun. McDonald's manager and what is that? The keto diet at the same time.
Yes.
Both ways. I'm gonna hit them from both ways and teach them. That is phenomenal. Talk about a super entrepreneur. Listen, you want to get with Amber just with time management. How does she do that? How does she have her purpose drive her so much where she can serve so people? But service to many leads to greatness, right, Amber?
Yes, it does.
Many leads to greatness. Wow.
Yes.
I'm excited. Get in her presence. Let's see who's going to win and be able to elevate your frequency just by being to her. We have, let's see, is Naya Fletcher. Naya Fletcher, you get to get connected with Amber for an entire month being connected.
Yes.
So it takes 21 days to do a new habit, right? To implement a new habit. She's giving you 30 days to connect with her so you can seal in that habits of thinking and elevating your mind. Thank you so much, Amber. That was really powerful. And that person's going to be so blessed to get connected to you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Back to you, Valerie.
All right. I know. I was thinking that too.
Okay.
Yes, because she does like 90-11 things, as we used to say when we were little. My next author, I am so happy to announce Giselle Fergando. Giselle, we welcome you.
Hi, good morning, everybody. Giselle, thank you so much for having me. I'm so grateful. I love this. We did it a year ago, and I'm so excited that it was just something that God laid on you and Belinda's heart. So thank you. I am Giselle Ogando, and I am a creative coach, a writing coach who helps existing and aspiring authors to write, develop, and publish their manuscripts. From writing to editing to publishing, one of my greatest passions is to provide guidance and witty ideas to writers or folks who, want to author books but may not consider themselves to be writers. And that's okay. So, I'd love to help them create a literary legacy through their published works. So in addition to guiding authors towards publishing, and I like to help them with creative ways to market their book and stewarding that book, because your book is your business. And I'm a firm believer that your book is your business and we should be good stewards of it. And in turn, authors should see a return on investment. A lot of times people will put in a lot of money into publishing their books, whether it's in the editing process, the marketing process, the publishing process, or they'll pay to get it published, and then they don't see a return on their investment. And while we don't do it for the money, right, we do it for purpose, but it should still bring a harvest. So maybe you have a book idea that God has laid on your heart, but you think it's too expensive to become a published author, or you may not consider yourself to be a writer and you think you could never write and author your book. Or maybe you just don't know where to start, and that's where I come in. I've helped many overcome those obstacles, and it has been such a blessing in my life to do so. Me personally, I've authored 4 books. I authored my very first book was Armed and Purposed, and you could see it here, Armed and Purposed, 5 Principal Truths to Discovering Your Purpose. And I talk about biblically, just discovering your purpose and what the 5 steps towards getting there, what I personally went through in my life. The second book I authored is Winning in Your Vows. I just want to show you that one. And that Winning in Your Vows is on marriage, right? And how the enemy comes to attack us in the vows that we make before God when we get married. The third book I don't have on me, but it's The Necessity of Singleness. It is an anthology with 10 amazing Christian singles who are just sharing their real life testimony about, dealing with being single, living saved and single, and still being successfully single. So, and then my last one, my workbook that I just so love, and each one of these really is just God, what he has placed on my heart. But the last one is Unwritten Words, an inspired manuscript writing guide from beginning to end. And I love this book because it is literally what I have learned from publishing my books and getting my books published to help other people in their steps, from writing, developing their manuscript all the way through to stewarding the finances, the income that you get from your book, and marketing your book properly. I own Ready Writer Services, LLC, and I offer through my company, I offer writing, editing, and translating services. So today, my free offer is you get a free copy of my workbook, Unwritten Words. It is a workbook for manuscript writing, and you also will get a 30-minute coaching session to help develop your manuscript.
Awesome. Wow, that is powerful. You said you personally have written how many books already?
4. I've published 4.
Wow. Okay. So she's a master. She's definitely a master. You don't slip up and write books. Okay. It's a planned situation. And so now you've mastered that skill and you're able to pass that on to other people. That is really powerful. How do you get people inspired if they're like, I have a story, but I don't have the skill to actually put it down? How do you help them do that?
That's a great question, Focus. I offer a coaching program, a 90-day coaching program. I walk with them. One of the biggest obstacles that I get that people tell me, share with me, is they don't know where to start, and it's intimidating. And a lot of times when we're trying to take on something big by ourselves, it's easy to just take an L and be like, no, I'm good. Exactly. But when you have somebody else holding you accountable and encouraging you and coaching you through it, it's easier. It really does lighten the load.
That's exactly right. Do you hear that, guys? Accountability. Listen, I said it yesterday. You always hear me say it. Oprah has, the last time I checked, 4 life coaches. That's called a clue. Yeah, a billionaire has 4 of anything. It's like, let me get a scratch and sniff of that thing, right? So this is what G is. She's trying to listen. I'm going to hold you accountable. What you say is important to you to achieve this. You will not be alone. This is awesome. This is awesome. Okay, let's see who's going to win. I have Paulette Smith. Paulette, you will get your book out of bed so it can be read with G. So I know you got a story. Everybody got a story, and you're going to want to connect with her. Yep. So make sure you get connected to her. Awesome. Back to you, Val. Thanks, G.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Is everybody having a good time? Isn't this some great information that we're giving?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Our free offers that these authors are giving you to help you catapult into your next vision that you want to do. So with that being said, I would love to introduce Latasha Brown. She has some great things going on as well. So Latasha, thank you for joining us today.
Can you hear me now? Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I am Latasha Brown. I'm also known as Coach Tosh. I am the CEO of Talks with Tosh LLC. I am newly retired, 18 years in the U.S. Army. And it's amazing being retired under 40. Praise God. I'm also a single mom of a 9-year-old, and I will soon be off the market as of 10/10/20, which will be my wedding date. And now in my life, I am a freedom coach. What I do is coach women past their traumatic experiences to break free to a life of triumph. In a nutshell, I'm basically a trauma trainer with a biblical principle. I have been through so much trauma in my personal life. Even I only have 5 minutes to talk to you about it, so I can't tell you everything, but I can give you a little taste. Like I said, spent 18 years in the U.S. Army, was blown up. Doctors thought I was going to be paralyzed from the waist down and had to learn to walk again. Another instance is I was married to a man of God, a pastor even, but no one knew that every day at home he was physically beating me, even from the times he came from behind the pulpit. Another instance was I was actually raped by a so-called friend and then bore the child from that rape and is now raising that child. So thinking about those things, you look at me and you say, you're saying those things so cavalier, but that's because I broke free. And God gave me the opportunity to break free and become an overcomer so that I can train you and teach you and coach you along so you can overcome too. So now I'm here to coach you to do the same thing that I did. So this is what I do. I offer private group coaching. It's called TWT Coaching Group. We have a private Facebook page, and we walk through things daily. They get personal insights on my life. They are close knit. We are like a family. I also wrote this book that we're talking about, so behind me, but also right here. It's called Breaking Free, a biblical principle for journeys from trauma to triumph. In this book, I lay out the 4 principles of freedom. Free stands for forgive, relinquish, erase, and emerge. Once those principles have been, in a sense, not mastered, but conquered and overcome in the enemy's face, that's when you become free from that traumatic experience. So this workbook, and I made it into a workbook purposely because, this is not a one time hit them and quit them. You got to keep working this thing out. So you have a workbook source where you can keep doing this thing over and over and over. Another thing that I offer is a personal journey to freedom. I have a workshop where I only have space for a certain amount of people, where we walk hand in hand through your traumatic experience, not mine, but yours. We identify what your situation is. We walk that thing out through the principles of free. So what I've done is all my information will be in the chat as well as on the Facebook. I'm offering for every person under the sound of my voice an exclusive discount to my journey of freedom. But right now, what I'm raffling off is one free copy of my book, Breaking Free. I pray that it is going to bless somebody, that they'll be able to walk it out. But if you are, after you get the book and you don't feel like you can walk it out by yourself, by all means, contact me, www.thetoxfortosh.com. All things can be, you can chat with me instantly from my website. You can go to my Facebook. You can inbox me. You can contact me anytime, night or day. I probably will answer the phone. I'm like, Amber, I don't sleep. So you can contact me from my website. I thank you, Miss Valerie, for allowing me on your platform today, and I'm just honored.
Awesome. Awesome. Wow. That is a powerful, powerful story. And I love what you said. You know, you're not being cavalier. You understand the principle of healing. And when you healed, on the other side of it, you can say it differently. You can speak it differently, if you will. Oh, that's just extraordinary how you can speak that way and raise your child beautifully. Because there, whether it's to that degree or not, even if you're divorced, unless you're healed, you're going to treat that child ill-fittingly. So you still need to get healed regardless. So I love that. And you have a comprehensive way of helping people heal. So thank you for what you went through. I really want to say that out loud. I appreciate you giving back the way you do. Let's see who's going to win. Because listen, all of us has been traumatized. We can sit here and all go over it and you know, but at some point it's called so what? And I'm saying that because you have to heal at some point, because it's still robbing you from your life. Even though that person had moved on, maybe even dead, but you don't want to continue to let them violate you by staying in pain. And Letitia's going to help you with that breakthrough. So we have Shamia Carr. Shamia Carr, you get to connect with Latasha and heal any hurt that's going on in your being. And I'm sure you're going to birth an amazing book as well after dealing with her so extensively. And then you can connect with our girl G, and she'll help you get that book written too. Yes, awesome. Congratulations, Letitia, for all that you've been through and overcame. And back to you, Valerie.
Amen.
Yes, welcome back. That is an amazing, amazing story. And I just love that, you know, you go from victim to victory, from pain to purpose. You know, our lives sometimes can be rude and disrespectful, but it's actually what you do with it that counts. What is your purpose? Did you arrive at a purpose, and were you able to heal so that now you can help someone else? And Natasha, thank you so, so much. Everybody needs to get into that information. All right, our next guest is Mr. Rodney Bonnet, I'm sorry. How are you, Rodney?
I am very well. How are you?
I am well. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity.
So, what are you doing today?
Well, again, my name is Rodney Bonnet. I am the owner and CEO of Rock Bottom No More. And the book that I have written was When You Hit Rock Bottom and Smile, You're Not Falling Anymore. It's 7 principles to take you from a rock bottom experience to living life the way you were intended to be. I went through a season in my life where life just didn't make sense. I was walking and moving in an autopilot type of a mentality where I was just surviving. I was just existing. And the reality was, by doing this, I didn't live life the way it was intended to be. The next thing that happened was I walked into church one day, and one of my brothers grabbed my hand. He shook my hand. He said, "Rodney, you okay?" And I said, "Yes, I'm good." And I looked away to kind of avoid the conversation, to put myself in a position where someone called my name, someone break the conversation, because he knew that I wasn't. He asked me a second time, and I said I was okay. And I looked away from him, tried to avoid again contact. The third time he asked me that question, he looked me square in the face, and he knew I wasn't, because there was tears streaming from my face because I wasn't okay. I was in my rock bottom phase, and I was in a position where life for me just didn't make sense. So what I had to do was find a way to get through these situations. And God gave me 7 principles on what to follow to get to this place. So this book was a tall tale sign of what my life was going to become if I followed these exact principles in regards to life.
And Rodney, what are you offering to our listeners today?
The giveaway is I'm hosting an event in September called Transformers more than meets the eye. And it is an opportunity where you're going to be learning 9 principles on the art of transformation, how to transform, how to move from one phase to the next. And I'm giving away 1 ticket to the winner of the drawing today.
Awesome. Focus.
I am copying and pasting to drop that for Robert. He just sent that over, and I wanted to make sure I have it just right so the audience can see it. Thanks, Robert, for getting that over to me. So this way you can see what you're winning and the ticket that you have. You also have his Instagram, his website, and I think his Facebook too, right, Robbie? And I said Robert.
Yeah,
Named you. I'm sorry, Robbie. Here we go. Let's see who won. Stephanie Ball. Stephanie Ball, you get that ticket. You get that ticket. Now listen, let me tell you how committed Robbie is. You might be like, didn't he know he was coming today? Why is he in a car? Well, that's because he in church still on purpose. He's still on purpose in his life while he's moving and shaking. So thank you for taking the time and running out to the car for us as you're serving in your church. Praise the Lord. It is Sunday. We understand that. And then also wanted to stop by and also share in this opportunity too. So thank you so much for taking the time. So Stephanie,
thank you.
You're the winner. We're going to connect you to Rodney. Back to you, Valerie.
Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. I am just so tickled with all these things that people are offering. I want to put my name into the draw.
Yes, right?
I want to win something.
Yes.
So far we have learned so much today, like how to jump into your bigness with no excuses, how to write that book, exercising for full figured women, business coaching, life coaching, all types of coaching. The list just goes on and on. So I hope everyone is enjoying this day as much as I am enjoying this day, and jealous that I can't get any of these offers. So with that being said, I want to introduce the next person. Her name is Minister Deanna Garlick. So welcome, Deanna.
Welcome, and thank you for the invitation, Valerie. I'm so happy to be here. Yes, I think everything has been very exciting and a lot of really great offers. Let me tell you about my business. It is Stay Focused Magazine, a New Jersey nonprofit corporation, and our mission is to eradicate middle-class poverty. I want to start though from the beginning because I started many years ago just doing an LLC of focused plans. I was in school to get my master's in nonprofit management, and at that time we had specific assignments where we had to work with a nonprofit organization and to help them and to improve their business based on the assignment that we was doing. And as I was doing those various assignments and working with different businesses and nonprofits, a good friend of mine said, you should do this, for a living. And I really thought about it. And that's when my coaching business started, Focus Plans, LLC. And Focus, we use as an acronym, is from our Creator's universe, Evolve Destiny, where we coach people that their passion is their purpose and their purpose is their destiny. Their God-given purpose is their destiny, and it is their way and their means of making an income. So we help our passion, our goal is to help business owners in any way that we can, is to support them. And from that, years later, we always knew we wanted to do a magazine, and we were really pushed by another good friend, Stanley L., do it now. And from that time, he told us in February, do it now, and he assisted as well. We had our magazine launch in May. So we were really excited about that. The magazine is a quarterly publication. We do it 4 times a year. And the goal of the magazine is to help business owners to be successful, as well as to help the Christian faith and the Christian community. We have a lot of range of topics because we desire to help the whole person, not just the things that you need as a business owner, but we'd have topics on finance, marketing, technology, social media, on family, on parenting, on life skills, on health and wellness, because we feel like you have to help the whole person, because you don't just go part of you, go and do your business. As a whole person, you go and do your business. As a whole person, you come home and you do things with your family. So we feel like as your whole person is being helped and motivated and inspired and encouraged, you can be a successful business owner. And other services that we do are a annual writers retreat. We host an annual writers retreat. We started off by doing some small workshops here and there for writers and helping writers, and then it evolved into a retreat that started in 2013. We host it every year in South Jersey. We have this year not had the retreat due to COVID-19, but this was our first year. We were also going to be hosting the retreat in Las Vegas, Nevada. So depending on what happens with this virus, it will let us know if we will be doing that. We are going virtual though with our workshops, as a lot of people are doing now. So it has had a shift, but it has not stopped us, thank God. And other things that we do is we also offer a weekly prayer for business owners. This was something that we were doing in person, and that is now also going to, we also offered it on the phone because we have a lot of clients and people who are out of state as well. So the prayer is over the phone. We're also about to move that into Zoom. But every week on Tuesday evenings, we have prayer, specific prayer for business owners, where they can talk about what, sometimes people just do specific, or sometimes they might just pray for my business, a general, until they begin to be with us on more of a regular basis, and with everyone else that's in the room as well. But we like to pray specifically because we feel that God, he wants to communicate with you, but he wants your specific needs as well. And our offer today, we would like to make one offer for everyone that's under the sound of my voice, and that is for advertising. So if anyone is interested in advertising in our magazine, you can do so at 30% off, but you have to take advantage of that in the next 2 weeks. That's an unprecedented offer. Even with our partners, we offer them 20% off, but you can get 30% off for the next 2 weeks for our summer issue. It's an issue that we're doing right now and working on publishing. So if you're interested in that, please contact us. And our offer for the drawing is going to be a t-shirt. We have 2 different t-shirts you can choose from: Stay Focused on God or Stay Focused on Business. And then we're also offering, along with that, a 30-minute business coaching session for free.
Wow, powerhouse, another powerhouse. And I'm a little soft on your name there with focus. Yeah, I'm all in there with you. I just see me focusing in that magazine. You see me in centerfold. Do you see it? I see it.
Work it out.
Listen, guys, we are here to not only move, touch, and inspire you, but to have fun. Being playful can shift your spirit. Am I right about it?
Amen. Yes, I love being playful.
Yes, you got to be playful, shake things up, and shift your mood, and it will cause creativity. And you want to definitely connect with Deanna. She has so many offers, I can't even repeat all of that. All I'm going to say is get focused on Deanna. Let's go ahead and see who's the winner here. I have Sheila Stewart. Sheila Stewart, you get to get focused. She's going to fire you. I just made that up. She's going to focus fire you, Sheila. We want to get connected with her with all of that she has going on. Thank you for sharing. That was very powerful. I love the prayer that you're having. We need more of that. I don't say so many things, but that is so moving. And then she also said the whole person. You don't do business. You know how people say work-life balance? In my opinion, I agree. It just doesn't really, mesh. It is all in there. So you got to have that balance inside of who you're being, no matter what location that you're at, whether you're at the office or at home. So thanks for sharing that. Back over to you, Valerie. Sheila Stewart, you're going to get focused fired. Back to you, Valerie.
Yes. That's an amazing offer. And she offers so many amazing things. And you have to check out her magazine. It is awesome. So now we're going to hear from Juicy. So Focus, we welcome you back.
Stephanie, don't worry about it. Sheila, I'm going to put you down there just when I come right back. Okay, I got you covered. We know that you won. It's on record, so you don't even have to worry about that. Hello, everyone. My name is Focus from the Focus of Love, and I absolutely love. Just a little bit about my story as a Christian. You can see this is a dominant theme that all of us here on are Christians. As a Christian, I walked into the church at 16. Just found out my father had possibly took his life. So I was looking for leadership. I was looking for community. And I walked in being looked at as someone that could potentially marry some of the men that was in the church. So I quickly found myself engaged at 17 and married at 18. Absolutely not equipped. I married a young man who was 21. We both love God, but loving God is not enough. That's called a clue. You hear all of the Christians talking about it, but they're also giving you tools and resources. We definitely need the Bible, but we need a few more books as well, especially depending on if you're trying to be an expert. Well, I find myself 4 years later in that marriage, we were assistant pastors. His mom was the actual pastor, and he was the junior pastor, and I was the first lady. So lots of growth there, guys, or lack of growth, lots of attention there. But as you know, if you're a Christian, you can feel like you're in a fish bowl, and that's exactly how we felt. And one of the ways that he acted out of his immaturity of not having, you know, the what he needed to actually be a junior pastor at such a young age, he ended up cheating with our nanny. I was definitely devastated as a first lady. Just about everybody knew besides me. And when I found out, I was like, wow. And not only was she the nanny, she was also the armor bearer of our pastor. So double indemnity. My relationship with God was shot. I said, I came in because I thought my father took his life, and you got me hooked up with this shenanigans of people. So I was mad at God as well. I was mad at the world. And then I had some sort of an epiphany of some kind of forgiveness. Just enough where I was walking around like a pit bull with a gimp with some blood coming across her eyes. You've seen that after a dog fight, and you see him a week later, he still ain't right. I still wasn't right. But the mercy of God, after getting picked up off of my corporate job floor, feeling betrayed again, because it was the third time my manager pushed back a meeting that I was supposed to have with her to tell me why I was one of the top salespeople, but I didn't even get a raise, not even a dime. All the hustle I did for that company, and I didn't even get a dime raise. I found myself feeling betrayed again, victimized, and that's when I knew. I said, listen, 10 years later though, folks, you still having the same situation, and I recognize if you don't heal the hurt, you'll just repeat the pain. See, the characters may change. So it wasn't my husband and the nanny and the church folk. Now it was corporate America and my manager. So you take you wherever you go, no matter if you change the country or the state. His name was Bob in Zimbabwe. His name is Jim in Atlanta, but you still was there. So unless you heal your hurts, you will just repeat the pain. So I have an amazing course called Activate Your Purpose. And inside of that course, we heal that hurt. We get the story straight. We separate what actually happened from the story you told yourself. See, what happened is I was cheated on by a young man who didn't know how to deal with all of the pressure. What I told myself is all men cheat, and that doesn't work, and that's definitely not true. So being able to separate the two, I'm able to then heal and allow love to come to me, allow joy to come to me. And also I got that I did walk down the aisle at 18, and it was my choice. Now I get to make another choice, and I get to be whole, perfect, and complete in God and in peace. And it's not circumstantial based off of the pastor or what my husband did or didn't do. So that's why you can have inner joy when you're connected with God, because it's not circumstantial. Woo, did you guys feel it? I got goosebumps myself. Y'all can give me an offering later on if y'all want to. Y'all can give me it. And this is also why I'm playful, guys. You can give me an offer later on. But that particular course is actually 3 sessions. It's on a Wednesday evening from 7 to 8:30. And that's my offer today. I'm going to give you a discount for that. Also, my book, my ebook is What is the Focus of Love? That got birthed out of a course with Les Brown. I think it was 4 days, 10-hour days, where I'm certified as a public speaker as a result of that. And he shared with me, focus, your story is so powerful. People need to take you home after you speak. And so 90 days from that date, I wrote a book called What is the Focus of Love? And you too will be getting that book as well. I'm going to give back some time. I think I'm about a minute early, but I'm going to give that back. And I'm going to go ahead and do the offer. Now listen, y'all see right here, I'm going to shake it on up so you get a discount to that course. I'm also enrolling I'm also enrolling life coach called the Focus Life Coach Program. So inside of 8 weeks, you become a life coach. So I'll be able to do that for you as well. And I have a public speaking boot camp. So if you want more information about that, we can get that information to you. You can go to www.focusjames.com and let's see who won, Valerie. Who's going to be the lucky winner? Let's see. I'm going to switch it up. We have okay, let's see. I'm going to spell it, and Valerie, you save it. I think it's Kiana, Kiana. What's that?
Yeah.
Kiana Davis. That's the last time I'll mess up your name, Kiana. We'll know your name for certain and for sure. You're going to meet me and tell me it, and I look forward to working with you and having your life be juicy and yummy and delectable the way you see it. We'll put it together. Thank you, Valerie. Back to you.
You are so welcome. Thank you. Thank you. These offers today have been phenomenal. I am so glad for all the winners. Like I said, I'm jealous of all the winners, but this has been such a great, great day. I want to bring my friend Belinda back on so we can talk together. Hi, Belinda.
Hi. Hi.
How are you?
Hello.
All right, so we are going to move forward.
Yes, I wanted to share a little information about you, Valerie. We have to talk about you right now, okay? I am Valerie. Today is the host for Custom Ink Author Showcase Part 2. Valerie is the author of Who Ordered These Shoes. She also has a new book coming out. What's the name of your new book, Valerie, that's coming out?
Let me tell you because, okay, I forgot my new name of my new book. How about that? It is called My Life for Yours, Chronicles of a Caregiver's Unconditional Love. It is an anthology because I took care of my husband for 14 years and I realized how women, not women, men, caregivers are overlooked, overwhelmed, and not noticed.
Yes, yes, I understand. I took care of my father when he was ill. I took care of my grandmother. So I totally understand. That's awesome that you've put that together as an anthology. When is it coming out? Do you have a launch date?
It's probably going to be out in the next 2 weeks.
Oh, awesome. So real soon.
Real
Okay, great. So we have to keep our eyes open for that. Okay, that's awesome. I wish you much success with that. Thank you. All right, so she has her new book coming out. She's not only an author, but she's also a wellness coach. She has her business. It's located in Camden, New Jersey. It's called Purpose for Wellness. Now, what type of services do you provide at your business, place of business?
The services I provide are massage, Reiki, yoni steaming, womb healing, and womb massage. And I like to coin myself as my purpose is your wellness.
Oh, I like that. Oh, I have to get me a massage scheduled. That sounds good. Wow, that's awesome. And let's see. And I think we mentioned this earlier, but everyone knows that this event was birthed from an event that we attended last year. And you approached me about it, and I'm just so glad. Everything has just been going just wonderful. And God is in this, and I'm so thankful that we put this together. And that things are just, just flowing and God is in it. So thank you everyone for participating. And at this time, I wanted to mention Valerie's offers. She has some amazing offers here. And let's see. Valerie is offering Life After Loss workshop. It's a 5-week one-on-one coaching. Today it is $197, regularly $297. And also, there's going to be a giveaway, looks like also, of your book, Who Ordered These Shoes. Okay, great. So we're going to bring focus back on. She's going to draw a name to see who's going to win your book for today. Who Ordered These Shoes? All right. I'm going to join you, focus.
I'm going to get that massage, Melinda, right?
Yes, right? I'm going to high-five the screen on that one, yes.
That's the one thing I miss the most, and I normally get every week at Hannah Stone. With COVID,
I love it.
It was like, Miss James, you ready? I'm so ready. Here we go. I'm coming to you first, Valerie. I'm coming to you first. Here we go.
Right?
We have Bungai Malloy. Bungai Malloy.
Bungai. All right.
Awesome. Oh my goodness, that's going to be amazing. And she has a nonprofit where she helps save girls from getting married at 12 and so off of poverty.
Yes.
So you'll be able to really speak life into her and maybe do a collaboration for a workshop for those girls, right?
Yes.
Oh, that would be amazing. That would be God sent. That's definitely God sent. Well, I'll be remiss without acknowledging both of you. Belinda and Valerie, first of all, thanks for allowing me to be the moderator. But this is collaboration versus competition. You guys have people who does services like you, who also have books like you, who have principles like you. And you can go, well, I'm not going to do that. They can take my customers. But when you know your purpose, when you know
Yes.
you are open and willing to move God's kingdom forward through many people. Because I know my personality is probably too big for some people. They look at Valerie, they're like, she's my person right there. Focus a little too much for me. And I'm okay with that. And that's what you guys have embraced today. So thanks for utilizing your tools and your gifts to put us all out here to grow our business. And I think I speak for everybody when I say thank you so much. And we really appreciate this opportunity. Back to you all.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I would like to just talk a little bit about my Life After Loss, You Can Live Again coaching program, because just saying that doesn't really give the emphasis of what it is about. It is a 5-week one-on-one coaching program from women who have suffered loss. And when I talk about loss, I mean all types of loss. Of course, loss of a spouse, loss of a loved one, loss of a job, a divorce, home. All those things affect you in the same way. It takes you through grief, it takes you through depression and different types of sadness. So what I want to do is walk this journey with you. You know, sometimes we're angry at God. Sometimes we do things haphazardly, like overspend, and not really realize how we can turn our pain into our purpose and how we can turn our victimization into victory. So I want to walk with you through this journey because I've walked this journey for 14 years with my husband, taking care of him, and then losing my husband and almost losing my mind. I tried to kill myself. There was no reason for me to live, so I thought. But God had a different plan. You know, me and my husband stood on Jeremiah 29:11. So my purpose, he had a plan for my purpose. My whys and my how comes, I can now look and say, I'm an author, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a health and wellness advocate, I am a domestic violence advocate, you know, being a recent survivor of domestic violence. So like Latasha said, you know, we go through so many journeys in our lives and so many things that we say like, why God, why did that happen to me? Because God knew that you could handle it, and he knew that what we were going to do was turn our purpose into pain, our pain into purpose, and be able to help other women. You know, I believe in helping women to be empowered, inspired, and equipped to do what you have to do. Like I said, life is rude and disrespectful, but it's what you decide to do with it that matters. You can either stay in your sorrow or rise above it. I choose to rise above it into my higher self. And I want to teach you how to do the same thing. So I just want to take this time to say thank you so much. And again, this is my book, Who Ordered These Shoes? It talks about my 14-year journey with my husband, being angry at God, dealing with family. And that's all I'm going to say about that. You can read that in my book. It talks about pulmonary hypertension, which the disease that took my husband's life. It talks about different types of doctors, because there's all types of doctors. I want you to be acclimated to who you need to go to for what information, for what ails you. And of course, I'm giving away my t-shirt. And I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you to all these amazing authors who joined us on today. Thank you for my new friend, Belinda and Focus. And I just want everybody to have a juicy day. So thank you so much. And with that being said, we are out. Thank you.
Awesome. Everybody bring your beautiful faces back and let's say goodbye to our awesome audience who have spent this time with us on a lovely Sunday afternoon. Let's let them all see us all at one time. Look at the expression of God on everybody's face. This is how it shows off. Light skin, dark skin, long hair, curly hair, short hair. God just shows off in the way he wants to show off, and we appreciate it. And through each one of our journey, he gets to speak again. He gets to say how much he loves us and how much we are in his favor and how we can overcome. Am I right about it, guys?
Yes.
I feel like having a little church now. Where's the church doors open? Rodney, you at church. Come on, give us a word. No, I'm just saying what you guys got. I love to have fun. And listen, each one of us, I'm sure we touched your heart. Somebody stood up and was your person. You said, that's who I want to work with, and we want to work with you. We not only live this life to be happy and joyous, but to serve others. So we're all waiting for you email us, go ahead and like our page on Facebook, message us directly. Someone stood out in your mind that you was like, ooh, she needs to hear from her or him. Share this, like this, and we want to hear back from you so we can come back and do it again. Let us know this has mattered and made a difference for you, and we look forward to continue to serve each and every one of you. You guys have an amazing afternoon. Back to you, Valerie and Belinda.
All right, thank you. Have an awesome day, everybody.
Thank you.
Take care. All right. Valerie, did you have any other words, Valerie? You're done?
No, I just, I just want to say thank you to everyone again. And, hopefully this won't be the last time. Maybe this will be our first custom ink author showcase. It will be an annual event. So,
Amen. That sounds wonderful. Sounds like a plan. Have a wonderful day, everybody.
bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.